Yo, afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? The Fair Catch Sports Show live for you on a Monday afternoon. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Got a chance to watch the games yesterday. Without further ado, how was y'all weekend, man? How'd y'all enjoy the games?
The Put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name. That's all I can say.
What a
That man
crazy
begin that man begin unwarranted slander, and I'd be like, every time y'all slander this man, guess what? He pops off. So put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, man. We gotta put some respect in his name, but man, that defensive line wouldn't play no games last
No, no, they weren't.
Whoa,
My
whoa.
God, can we take a second,
Them
bro?
boys weren't playing no games.
Jalen Carter said nope. Jordan Davis said nope. I was like,
I couldn't even believe
yo,
Jordan Davis called Jaden. Like I was like,
bro,
what
that
the
Quinyon
heck?
Mitchell interception was insane, bro. I was just like, bro,
Hmm.
oh, I wanted him to. Not
Was.
gonna lie, Cooper DeJean do what he do. Nick Braun with that fumble recovery was insane, bro. Off of Austin Eckler, that was
It's like
wild.
whenever the Eagles play them, it's like it's a certain level of physicality
They
whenever the
get up for the
Eagles play.
Commanders. The
Like
Commanders
they
is a
out
division
physical.
rival. That's a
Yeah, oh yeah.
division rival. They don't play. They get up for that, bro. And what was Frankie Louvu doing? I'm like, dude, this man trying to block the tush, the tush push. That whole fiasco that lasted like 5 minutes for no reason was crazy. I'm just like, y'all, just let them get the touchdown and then be done. The jumping over the line, jumping off sides. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Hmm. Right, yeah. They
I'm like, they couldn't
you
even
could
get
tell
any
that
closer. They're already on the half-yard line. Like, my gosh,
you
it
could
was
tell the
crazy.
Eagles came ready to play. The Eagles
Yeah,
were
they did.
ready. They were
They took it
no game.
personal. It was like the Eagles were personally on a mission, and they just said, you know, skip it, man. They
Pretty much.
the one thing Philadelphia I feel like will get them if against Kansas City is their kicker. Their kicker is terrible.
Mm.
Their kicker is so terrible.
He's
Like
gonna
I'm not even kidding. He's
Yeah, terrible.
terrible. He's lucky like the Commanders are not as good as like the Chiefs, but like that man missed a chip shot, bro, and I'm just like, yeah, bro, like Harrison Bucker makes that kick. You have to make that kick in the freaking Super Bowl, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna lose. Like
Hmm.
you're gonna lose because the Chiefs. What are the Chiefs? You know, you make mistakes against the Chiefs capitalize. You can't
It's
make
true.
mistakes against the Kansas City Chiefs because they'll burn you. That's what's gonna happen. They'll burn you, right? Like it's just, and then Kansas City do what they do. you know, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like that rushing yard that Josh Allen got. I thought he got over the line, but apparently he didn't. I don't
yeah.
know about that one,
I got
but okay, Mm,
Mm.
you know. But Chris Jones, I know they was glad to have him back. He was a menace, bro.
Mm.
He was a
the
freaking
offensive
menace.
line, like the Bills offensive line played good. That wasn't the
They
problem.
sure
It's
did
just
too,
like
though. It
they
was
got
like they
some
weren't even terrible. It's just you know because Karlaftis was pretty much non-existent the whole game, bro. Like that offensive line did its job. It's
Hmm.
just, bro, like I just didn't like some of the play calling. I feel like at inopportune times, Joe Brady did not call the right play. Like I liked what they did coming out the half where they ran the ball down Kansas City's throat and Kansas City had no answer for it. I
yeah.
liked it that much. But then when they had to start throwing the ball again, Kansas City shut that down and said, "Yeah, you're not doing that." so, and that was pretty much game after that. So, I mean,
I
it
mean,
was
yeah,
crazy.
they did. Man, that was a good game, man. Yeah,
What the Bills and Chiefs? Yeah, I
yeah, that was
mean,
a good game. That was a good game.
it's always Mahomes.
The
Why it
score
always got to
could
be
have been them.
Mahomes, bro?
It
And I
could have
like
really
Mahomes, but like, damn, like, can it
You
be
know,
somebody other than Mahomes? Can
you
somebody
know.
beat Mahomes besides Joe Burrow, who's the only one left in the league that's beaten Mahomes?
Mm.
Brady's the other one, but he's retired. Can somebody other than Joe Burrow beat Mahomes in the playoffs? That would be nice.
What are you talking about, Justin? Y'all got to find something else better to do, man.
Thank God the Commandos got destroyed. A successful hate watch is better than bandwagon wins. I mean, they still did better than projected by Vegas and
To
many
Justin's
other
credit, some
sporting
of those
sites.
fans been a little
Okay,
bit crazy.
they were projected by Vegas to win 4 games. They won 12. So
I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm
I don't
not.
think that's necessarily
I'm not gonna say they're being crazy when they only supposed to win 4 games. They won three.
right. Like
They made it to the
I
NFC
don't know how
Championship.
that's
Okay.
hate watch complete. I mean, okay, I guess they still
I,
got farther than anyone expected them to. So I don't know what the hate watch is about. Um,
To Justin's credit, they were some of those fans were trying to make fun of Justin and how his teeth look like toddler teeth. So I think that's why Jay got so much animosity to him.
hey,
I mean,
he bring that energy to himself.
right? He
I'm
be
not giving
bringing
him
that
no.
on
I
himself.
ain't giving him no pass.
Like I have no sympathy.
Justin is
I saw him
no.
at Greg's house the other day. I'm like, he's setting
He
himself
is
up.
not. He
Someone
is
gonna
not in it.
screenshot this
Stop.
photo of him, and guess what? Someone did. Someone screenshot a photo of him looking goofy, and I was straight laughing at that man for hours, bro.
He is
I was
not in it.
straight laughing.
Nope. That's my boy. You know I love him, but I don't know.
He straight laughing, bro.
You don't see me. That's why I ain't getting none of them conversations. For
I
what?
don't eat. I just laugh from
Yeah,
afar.
I let y'all have that because it's like, why y'all sitting here
Uh,
talking like y'all acting like y'all know the future? We gonna beat it. Okay, all right. Yep.
you are a Cubs fan. I saw you behind that Cubs flag, Justin. Don't
I
play.
didn't say you's no Cubs fan. I didn't say that. I know you're a White Sox fan.
It's a
You
good thing
just
I
He's a
second
couldn't
guessing
Cubs
see.
fan.
everything.
He's a
For real.
Cubs fan. Don't listen to him.
He traded. Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know
He's a Cubs fan. He just hides it in demeanor. That's all.
that. I
I'm
mean, we'll
not
see.
harassing.
We'll see.
I'm
We'll
not
see.
harassing
Justin.
you,
I'm not
Justin.
gonna say he is. I don't know. I don't. That's. It's too early to say that, man. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not going.
way too early for that.
That
I don't know
mean
yet.
he.
We'll see.
That mean he got to be the one of the two best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, and that's hard. I'm not doing that.
He got
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet.
that mean he got to pass up. Not only does he got to pass up Mahomes, he got to pass up Lamar, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen,
Uh, uh,
like
uh, you just said him. Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow, like
right?
yeah.
You
Eh.
have all them four, and then
Hey,
and
to
we
be
don't.
honest though, until somebody beats him, Jalen Hurts is the king of
Jalen
the
Hurts
NFC
too.
right now. Somebody else
Nah,
beat him, bud.
the best in the NFC.
Nah. Jalen Hurts
I can't
slander will
give him
not be
that.
allowed. Jalen
Nah,
Hurts
I don't
slander
think
will
it's
not be
necessarily
allowed.
slander, but I think Saquon is he's a
I'm
huge
not
difference maker. Like,
discrediting
can he
Saquon.
be the best?
We're talking about best quarterback in the NFC. Right
Can he
now is
be the
Jalen
best?
Hurts.
uh,
Okay, so all right, so we can have this conversation. So okay, so
What's
we
the
gonna say
question?
we gonna. So I'm about to pose it. So who's the best quarterbacks in the NFC? Because
Jalen Hurts.
well, the
no,
best quarterbacks. We're gonna go top five. Who's top five
Jalen
right
Hurts.
now? Well, we know Jalen Hurts is number
Jared Goff.
one. Okay, yep.
Brock Purdy. Who
When he's
else is in
healthy,
the
yep.
NFC? Gino
When
and Matthew Stafford.
okay,
I'm gonna go on a
I'll
limb
go.
here. Oh my bad, Julius.
No, you go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. It's hard for me. Like I don't know. I just feel like even Jaden Daniels. I just feel like the
Oh, I
way he
forgot
plays
about
the
Oh, he
Jaden.
position,
above. Yeah, James above him.
Oh,
talent.
I forgot about
I feel
Jaden.
like
Okay, I put him at
I'm not
two.
the
James over
highest
Gino.
person
Yeah,
on
James
Jalen
over Gino.
Yeah,
Hurts. I'm not the
I
highest
put
person.
him over J. I'll put him at two. I'll put him at two.
I think Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts. Maybe that's my opinion.
I think he'll. I think he will be.
I think he will be. I
I
wouldn't
think he
say that
will.
right now. I
I'm
wouldn't
just
say
being.
that
I'm
right
just
now.
being for real. I think he will be right now. I'm not gonna give it to him because his body work ain't big enough, ain't isn't enough. But
I mean, this is
let's say
and
2 more years from now, Jaden's gonna be. To me,
right.
I could be crazy, but Jaden's gonna be top two in 2 years. In 3 years, he'll
I
be top
mean,
two easily.
right now, I have to give it to. I mean, think about it. Jalen Hurts. This is second Super Bowl in 3 seasons. Like right now,
Mhm.
it's got to be Jalen Hurts. So
So I'll say Jalen. I'm not gonna put it order, but Jalen be number one. But the rest I can go
yeah,
Jalen.
Jalen,
Okay,
Jaden.
the first two, Jalen. I'm gonna put Jared at number two. Even though I
Okay,
don't like him,
Jared.
I'm still gonna put Jared number two because
Jaden at three.
until we see what they look like. Yeah, Jaden at three, and then I'm gonna put Baker in there.
Oh,
Baker in there.
I would put Stafford over Baker, but I don't hate Baker being there.
But I'm just saying Stafford's in there. But I'm just saying like Baker's in top. To me, Baker's top five right now. NFC. That's
So
me.
so do we want to put Stafford like number one because he's the only person that kind of won a Super Bowl over
I
all
mean,
two or three of those guys?
right now, would you put him number one? He's still top five.
He's still top five.
I
He's
don't
still top
know.
five.
I don't know if I could put him number
I
one,
don't know if I can put him number one though.
but I could put him.
I think three or
I could put
four.
him three. Yeah, I could put him three. I could
Three
put
or
him over
four,
Jaden.
yeah.
I could put him over Jaden. Yeah,
Yeah. Three.
yeah.
I
I could
don't
put
hate
him.
that. Put him at three.
I could put him at
You
three.
put Dak Prescott.
I put
No,
Dak top
no.
10. I put Dak top 10
Dak
still.
top 10, not top five though. Not
Yeah, nah,
top
Dak
five.
not top five. Not, but I
Top
still put
10
Dak in
though?
top
Yeah.
10. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dak's still top 10. And we can't even and see. We don't know where Sam gonna go, so we can't say nothing about him. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, because Sam might go to
come
the
on,
AFC. We'll see.
I know.
I hope Sam go to the Raiders. I need him to get out of there.
I mean,
Bro.
Penix didn't play it
Bro, they
long
really
enough.
hired Pete Carroll. I'm straight dead.
Hey, Pete Carroll's a
What are
decent
the
coach for them,
Raiders
though.
doing, bro?
That's a good hire, but that is the
Good hire,
England
though.
wrong.
Dog, that man's 75 years old. Stop it, bro.
He
That
go
don't
That
mean
man.
he's
man is
not.
75 years old.
Yeah, but he not. But okay. So let's talk about that. Yeah, he's 75, but he's not like a regular seven. Like if you think 75, you thinking he old, decrepit, maybe. My dad's 75, and he can still move. Pete Carroll
Well,
moves.
black don't crack. We live long.
But Pete Carroll out here running up and down the sidelines. Like my dad ain't doing none of that. So
Just don't have an aneurysm. That's what I
okay.
tell Pete Carroll. Just don't have an aneurysm.
At best, he get about 5 years. Like it's
Like,
But you know what though? Think about it though.
that's
What?
fine.
How much more does he need? Remember, I was telling y'all. Think about it. Everybody forgets that Jeff Fisher was there and stabilized the Rams until they got McVay. Everybody forgets that.
Yeah, yeah,
Jeff
but
Fisher just couldn't pick a court. He just sucks at his offense.
that's
His
why
he
I said
sucks
offense is
bad.
trash.
that's why I
But
said
their defense was a shit. Their defense was really good, but
But
he couldn't get
like,
the
who
offensive
is?
I
thing.
said they ain't
I
got
guess
nothing to crack. They
my
ain't got a
question for
quarterback right
Pete
now, so they're not
Carroll
even
is,
getting no top candidates. Like
right. I guess my question for Pete Carroll is, who's your quarterback?
I mean, they got. I mean, they can go anywhere.
Like, I mean, you're picking sixth in the draft. Unless you trade up with New York, which New York ain't moving. Maybe Cleveland, but they're probably not moving. Or Tennessee, they're definitely not moving.
oh,
But
Like,
they
Cleveland.
could, but they could throw a bag at. First of all, they could throw a bag at Sam Darnold if they want to. If they want to.
Sam?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're going to. I'm just saying. And again, you tweeted this. Russell Wilson. He can
Well,
go there
yeah,
for a year.
they could do that.
They just
They
got to
could do
establish
that.
the culture. They got a really good
I'm not.
defense.
I
They
don't
got a
know.
good
Maybe
offensive
I'm in the
line.
minority, but I'm not paying Sam all that money.
I'm
Not for
not
one
paying them either.
year.
I feel like if
Not
they
for
get
one
Sam
year.
Darnold,
I'm
I
not
feel like
doing
they
it.
not. I feel like if they get Sam Darnold, I just don't know if they gonna
Not
sniff
for
the
not
playoffs.
for 1 year. I get it. He had a good year. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But for 1 year, I'm not paying him $40 million, bro. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not doing
So
that.
okay, so do y'all think he ends up back at the Jets if they don't re-sign Rodgers?
Nah, and it sounds like Aaron Glenn's hoping to keep it Rodgers anyway if Rodgers wants to not retire. So
I don't get it. I
No.
don't get
I
it.
don't get
Let
it
his
either.
ass
But
let his ass go right off in the sunset.
I said, dog,
They already showing they
I'm
ain't got
like
no.
Aaron Glenn talking like that mean he about to trade Garrett Wilson because Garrett Wilson already said he's requested a trade if Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback in 2025. So
They already showing that they don't have no patience. Why would you keep the quarterback? Same quarterback they got rid of the GM and the head coach. Like they got
That's
no
not.
patience.
It's the Jets, bro. I laugh at the Jets. That's why
At
anytime I
least,
see people tied to the Jets, I'd be laughing. I'd be like, ain't nobody in their right mind is going to the Jets, bro. Like
at least,
nobody with a real brain.
at
No.
least with the Bears, they'll give you some lead room, but the Jets like
Bro, like it's
it's
the
no
Jets,
you
bro.
don't have no patience in that building.
Exactly. Like nobody in their right mind is going to the Jets, bro. It's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why they're open to keeping Rodgers. They know people in their right mind is not going to the Jets, bro. It's not
And so I
happening.
heard something a couple of days ago, Julius. How you feel about this? Somebody was saying, what's that running back from the Broncos?
Javante Williams?
Yeah,
I was talking about him with the Bears.
he good. He's
He
good.
I just don't
decent.
know what the knee injury.
He been injured. Yeah, he's been injured. He's good though.
Can I
And you
ask a
saw it.
question?
And then you saw it against the game against Buffalo. He wasn't really healthy, so he never really got going.
Why are people mocking Genty to the Bears? What's
Because
our offensive
You know
line look
why?
like?
Me
no,
What's
no,
our
hold
okay,
on,
offensive
hold on.
line
okay,
look
no.
I
like?
had an
What
argument
is
with
Hold
somebody.
on, hold on. What line is he running behind?
I
go
had an
ahead,
We're
go
not
argument.
ahead,
built
Zay.
like Philadelphia.
Go
Last
ahead,
time
Zay.
I checked.
I
Because
had an
me and
argument
Zay
with
just had a
somebody.
conversation about this.
I
Me and
had an
Zay just
argument
had
with
a conversation.
somebody.
Go
What
ahead.
was it yesterday? And they was telling me like, why is everybody so pro against Genty? I'm like, why would we be trying to take a running back when we seen how these playoff teams how they operating with the trenches in? Like
Hello.
y'all the same people that would tell Ryan Poles to take a running back, and
Mm-hmm.
then months later go on him to get fired. Like that makes no sense.
Because
Like
he didn't
we
invest
want
in the
to
offensive
we
line.
want to have some consistency here. Of course, he took the receiver, which I wanted a guy in the trenches. But at the same point in time, you can't call for his job when you tried to call for him to get fired
Mm-hmm.
the first time he took a receiver, and then you want him to do the same thing again. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna protect this
And
quarterback.
what I told you,
We should.
them people that talk like that are people that just are fantasy stat watching fandom guys. Or
I've never
people,
heard
I'm saying
anybody.
people because it's women too. Them are just fandom people. It's like most of these people that be saying this wild stuff. They just regular old fanatics, man. They don't care nothing about the game. They ain't thinking
I
about
mean,
it. Like people like Saquon could have came here.
yeah,
Saquon never was serious about that.
here's
What
the
are you
thing though,
talking about?
right? Look at the offensive line Saquon had in New York compared to the one in Philadelphia. Why
Mm-hmm.
do you think he's putting up the numbers he's putting up? Look at
He
that
was
Because
back
offensive line in
home.
Philadelphia,
He back
bro.
home.
Like, be for
you
real
can
here,
run a
bro.
Mack truck through them them holes they be making.
Exactly. I saw the holes. I was watching yesterday. I'm like, look at that hole, bro. Like Jordan Mailata's over here blocking 8 people at a time, and Saquon Barkley's just going whoop right
Did
through the
you
hole,
You
bro.
just think
even got
about it?
people. Oh
Go
my
ahead.
bad.
No, then go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say really quick. You even got people that saying we could build the offensive line in free agency. Do you? We are all going on the assumption that those guys are going to be there. They're not. They might not be there, so we can't pencil them in and say we can build that. We can get that guy. We can get that guy. Dog on it. We can't even go into the next season and say Braxton Jones going to be a starter next year because you can't
God, I
do that.
hope
So I,
not.
so
Oh,
I'm so
God, I hope not.
I'm gonna give y'all a quick reminder, right? So remember last year around the same time, who was everybody saying the Chiefs wasn't gonna resign?
Creed Humphrey.
Nope. Chris Jones, remember? They
Oh
want
yeah,
his
that's it.
money signed. What happens? They win the Super Bowl. They come out the next week at their parade. Oh, Chris Jones ain't going nowhere. What happens the next week? Free agency. Guess who got re-signed?
Chris
We
Jones.
did the same last year. Everybody like, we gonna get Trey Smith, bro. They ain't said they wasn't re-signing that man. Now, if they win the
And
Super Bowl with him, they ain't letting
and
his ass
Mahomes
go.
already said. Mahomes already said. I forgot which week he said this, but he already said he wants everything in his power for Trey to be back. So,
They are not.
but
Y'all got to
I
stop.
promise you, Mahomes will find a way.
They are not gonna let Trey Smith go without a fight. I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah,
If you
no.
look at so we just talked about it. We're talking about the offensive line for anybody that's not, they joined in just now. You got to think about it. Everybody that was in the championship game yesterday had running lanes. Like even Washington, yeah, they line wasn't the greatest yesterday, but guess what though? They were better than a lot of people, a lot of lines. But if you see the other three, James Cook was out. This man dancing in the backfield because he just waiting on his blocks to just set up. The
Exactly.
Bears ain't. We can't do that right now. So how Genty can't do none of that. And I don't know if any of y'all watched the game Notre Dame when they played Notre Dame. What happened? He
You
didn't get
mean Penn
nothing.
State?
Oh, I'm sorry, Penn State. Excuse me. Yes, Penn State. He couldn't get nothing going.
Nope.
Nothing. Nothing. They played a defensive line that was bigger and better than their offensive line, and they got worked. And he
Hmm.
struggled to get to 100 yards. Struggle. It was struggle city. So what you think gonna happen if the Bears don't address this offensive line? It could be the same thing. I don't care who calls the plays.
Yeah, I just like I said a couple of yesterday. I don't want to get to the championship game and lose the game because we not strong in our trenches. Like I don't know. I wouldn't know how to feel with that. Like I don't want to
Bro,
be that team.
you got to be able to play these Phillies, Kansas City, Buffalo type teams, man.
Exactly, bro.
These
You
dudes
the
is not
elites of the
playing.
elites. You got to
They
play
not playing.
Philly in that D line, bro. No, your line better be on 12. Okay,
Like I
your
don't.
line better be stout, bro.
Problem is
They
with the Commanders, it wasn't even a passing problem. They just couldn't run the ball, and which
Yeah.
forced them to pass the ball more.
they couldn't run the ball, and all they was getting home with 4 and 5 guys. So guess what? They can fall back with 7, 8 guys in coverage.
Yep.
I'm sorry, no, 6 or 7 guys in coverage. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if they getting home with that, they don't have to. You can't do nothing. So they taking away everything you got underneath. There was nobody open. There was nobody open. They couldn't get open after the first quarter. It was like, yeah, nah. Big Fangio did what he does to everybody. Excuse me. He adjusted, and you saw what happened. It's the same thing Spagnola did to Buffalo. Oh, you was doing all that. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna
Right.
change it up on
He
y'all.
started
Don't worry
disguising
about
blitzes and was like, "All right, cool. We got to play y'all for real. All right,
it. That
let me
man
disguise this package
That man brought out a blitz that Buffalo hadn't that nobody had seen all season on the
all
last play.
season." He pulls it out
Pulls
the
it
night
out,
of the championship. I'm like, yeah, Spagnola just toying with
bro.
people now. I
And
said
then
he toying with
and then
people,
of
dog.
all things, Buffalo season ended on a tight end not catching the ball.
Yep.
How poetic is that?
I said that iron. The irony is crazy,
The
dog.
irony
The
is
irony is
insane.
crazy.
How is that possible? You
That
extended your season last week by a tight end dropping it, and then your season basically ends because your tight end kind of like he couldn't
the irony,
adjust
bro.
because the
The
quarterback had
irony.
no time to throw the ball, and boom.
Man, that last blitz where he disguised it again. I'm like, Spagnola just he said, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. He
No,
said,
they saw.
that's
I
it.
saw. I saw
I'm
that. They said.
rattling Josh. It's over. Josh
They
bet
said.
is not getting another pass off cleanly.
They
And
said their
that was
line, their
it.
pass protection went to the where they thought they was gonna be at, and Spagnola pulled out a blitz they hadn't seen all season.
Right. And he was like,
Put
oh,
out,
Nobody.
okay.
he put out a
I don't.
nickel blitz on them.
Oh,
It was a
bro,
nickel blitz.
Right.
a
Or
nickel blitz. I was
he ain't.
like, dog, he's toying now. Stop it.
How
He
you?
blitzed Trey
First of
McDuffie.
all, you
Man,
got to. You got to be the man. If you do some stuff you ain't done all year on the biggest play of the year, you like, yeah,
Bro,
don't
he
worry
about
about
to
it.
do
I got it.
watch, he about to do that in 2 weeks in the Super Bowl. He about to
it's
do
like
that
you
in
ain't
two
gonna be able
weeks.
to you ain't gonna be able to pull that off too much on you got see but the problem is with the Eagles is you gotta respect them a lot more because
Yeah.
them blitzes all the time. You could blitz somebody and take somebody take one of those guys out of coverage, but you still gotta be able to account for those weapons. Like
Yeah.
you
I
can't
mean, that's
problem is with
true, but
Buffalo don't
that
have Buffalo, they offensive line played good.
Hmm.
But as we just sit here and said, those guys at the end, they like the tight end didn't catch the ball. Philly, this is I could create an argument. Well, I can't even create an argument. They got a better offensive line.
I
They,
don't
they just
disagree,
got
but
guys there. They not shuffling. They got the same offensive line for years. And I
but
just
we
think that
also saw
offensive
we
line they
also saw
prepared.
what happened with when the Commanders did bring pressure. Jalen Hurts was on his behind, bro. Like, so I don't know. I think if you could disguise the pressure a little bit
Hmm.
and get to Jalen Hurts, yeah, yeah, you'll be fine. Uh huh.
Hmm.
Like, and Jalen Hurts, let's be for real, is not 100%. So,
Yeah.
especially with his, because Stoney got a knee injury. He got a knee injury, so he's not even 100%
Hmm.
right now. So,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah. He
showed
got. He
last
got.
night.
He got a little time. He got a little time. You know what
He
I'm
got
saying?
2 weeks to rest that knee up because I ain't about to
Yep.
play with him this week.
He got. Yeah. He got to get
Bro,
together because
that
they
pic of
gonna
him
need it.
lighting his cigar was goaded. I was like, yeah, I'm framing this, bro.
It's gonna
That picture
be.
of him lighting his cigar was
I
goaded.
hope it's. I hope it's just as good a game as the first one was.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie
It
though.
looks like they
Mahomes
cheated
ain't
Josh
even
though.
30.
On
Mahomes
that
ain't even
second half.
30, and he's on his way to his what fifth Super Bowl
Yeah,
in 6 years.
That
yeah.
would be insane.
Like he's not even 30. I'm
But
like,
that,
bro,
yeah, that'd
that
be
means
5, right? Or is that? Hold on.
what?
What he got now? He got 4? No, I
He
thought
got
he got
three.
Three.
3. He'll
He's
be his
He
gonna
could
have
fourth
get his
more.
one.
fourth.
He's
He'll
gonna
He
be
have
his
could
more
get his
fourth one.
Super Bowl
fourth this year.
rings than Brady did. I
Bro,
think
four
Brady
rings before
did
the
it
age
between
of
half time.
30, bro.
Yeah.
Four rings before the age of 30 is crazy. That's so crazy.
And how old is he now?
He's 29.
29.
Oh my God.
He won't be 30
We
till
gotta put a stop to
September.
this stuff. We got to put a stop to this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He won't even be 30 till
And
September.
look,
That means he has a chance to have 4 rings before the age of 30.
here's the scary part. They not even. This isn't like he's not lighting the world up on fire. Like they are.
Exactly, bro.
This is a total team.
Like
right now. They have
exactly. This is what
total
I'm
team.
talking
That's the
about.
scary part. So if they ever find a mojo back offensively and they stay with this defense, oh my goodness.
And
To
Oh,
let's
me,
be for real though.
they're gonna be a problem is when they keep adding them freaking weapons because they already
Playoff
seem got worthy.
playoff Pat is different though, because playoff Pat I think they say he has 12 touchdowns, so only one interception in the past 3 years playing in the playoffs.
hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Tyreek Hill don't try to maneuver his way back there.
He might. It wouldn't shock me.
That
Bro,
would be hilarious.
bro, of all I'm like, y'all know this. I knew the game was over the minute Juju Smith Schuster was catching passes for over 20 yards. I'm like,
Yeah,
yep, it's over. Buffalo better kiss their chances goodbye. Juju Smith Schuster's catching passes?
yep,
Yes. It
yep.
was over then. It
They
was
still
over.
worthy, and I just think that was just dumb, giving them another fast receiver like that. And the crazy part about it is to make matters even worse is that when Travis Kelsey retired, they still got freaking a good tight
Noah
No,
Gray.
Noah
They got
Gray.
Noah Gray
and Watson.
and Watson and Hendershot. It don't matter. This is what I'm talking about, bro. It don't even matter, bro. This man ain't even 30. Like, he's got a good another 6 to 7 years left in his prime, bro.
Here's the crazy part, right? Uh, nobody even we didn't even mention Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt looked good again.
Exactly.
They could sign him to a 3-year deal or something. Little cheap, little, you know what I'm
Would
saying?
compare him with Pacheco, like
For the
exactly
next
my
two or
point,
three
dog.
years, how are you gonna stop them?
And you're not. You're not. That's the point. You're not.
And they
That's why
just
I'm like.
And
because we
then
That's
know
why
Juju
really, if Andy Reid retired because at the same point in time, whoever they bring in there,
he
that's
ain't
it's
retiring
just
no
gonna
time
be
soon.
permanent,
Nagy, bro.
they
It's just
still
gonna
gonna
be
freaking be
Nagy.
winning.
But he's not going to. Andy Reid said he still got the love. So
Yeah, and he just signed an extension. I thought.
he said he has no plans of retiring no time soon.
Yeah.
He ain't going
So
nowhere. So think about this, man. So they're gonna lose who? Juju will be gone. DeAndre he'll probably retire if they win. Because what else does he need to do?
right.
Like he don't need to come back. They can re-sign Hollywood Brown if they want to. Uh, and then they can either get somebody or they can trade for Tyreek.
And that's another thing, right? Is like the rest of the roster, at least for now, is still set that they have the money to re-sign Trey Smith if they want to.
Yeah,
Because
because
that's really their biggest free agent they have in the offseason is Trey Smith.
they have nobody else.
They have
Let's say if
nobody
they
else.
let's say if they
They're
did,
good everywhere else.
let's say if they did let him go. Like they just gonna go out and freaking get one of those freaking top guards in the freaking draft.
Right? They're gonna draft somebody.
Like
Tyler Booker. Watch. It's gonna be Tyler Booker. I'm telling
man,
y'all, bro. Watch.
But see,
It's
they
gonna
can.
be
But see,
Tyler
here's the
Booker.
thing. It's the thing about that, right? So this is something that people aren't realizing. They can do that because they got 4 other guys on the offensive line. They just need to find somebody that's decent enough and put them
They
right there. All
really
right,
what
go
they
ahead.
need is they need to find a left tackle. That's really it. They need a
Yeah,
left tackle.
but what's the part that's so disgusting about it is that they always get away with stuff like where they freaking tackle they left tackles is there's always false starting and it's a good tactic, really
They
good
need
tactic,
two tackles.
really
They
good
need
tactic.
that's really their problem is their tackle play. Because
yeah,
their interior play is elite.
yeah.
They're like they I saw a stat the other day, their interior only gave up 0 sacks and like 20 pressures the whole season.
What happened to the
That's insane.
what's going on with their left tackle because they
They
can't.
don't
Taylor,
have one.
they
That's
got
so what
Taylor,
they
right?
did
Isn't it
was
Taylor?
they moved their all pro left guard to left tackle.
So who's their left
Move
tackle right
Tooney the left
Joe
tackle.
now? Oh,
Tooney.
Tooney. So what
Tooney.
Taylor at? Taylor hurt? Oh, they just
Taylor's
took
their
him out.
right tackle.
Oh, that's right. Taylor is the right tackle. That's right.
So they moved their all pro left guard to left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And they got Mike Caliendo playing left guard.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. They need a left tackle. If anything, they need a left tackle and probably a right tackle.
Come on, Nolan, put a speed rush on them. Get across. Come on, I need
Like
you.
that's
It's gonna be a
that's what
tough
they
game,
need.
man. It's gonna be a tough game,
I
man.
still think they
That
gonna
match,
find a way. They gonna find a way, bro.
that
I
matchup.
promise you. I
Jalen
already
Carter
know.
and Cree Humphrey gonna be is
Cause you already know what the storyline is. Oh, Mahomes 3P. There's never been a 3P. Like
it
that,
hasn't been.
bro. The storyline is already written, bro. Like
I
think
mean,
about
it
it.
hasn't
They
been.
was talking about it yesterday. No back-to-back Super Bowl winners have ever made it past the
Ever made it.
conference
Yep.
championship game.
Mhm.
their third year. And guess what? Mahomes, ironically, is the first one to do that. Yo, bro, they'll find a way, bro. I already know. They'll
That's
find a
all
way.
right. That's all right. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I don't care.
they'll find
That's,
a way. And I'll
that's
be
okay.
sitting here like, well, just give Mahomes the MVP again next year.
That's
In the
okay.
Super Bowl again next year. Like,
This,
dude, like this is insane, bro.
that's
Like,
okay.
and I
But
tweeted
I
about
mean,
it.
but it's just like any team that's a dynasty. I mean, the Patriots. We were tired of seeing the Patriots,
I
but
got
damn,
tired of seeing New England.
they
I
have
sure in the
that
head got
damn
tired of
near every
seeing New
time. We
England.
like, man, come on again. But again, if you're that good, somebody got to beat
I
you, right?
put I put out a tweet this morning talking about it. I'm like 6 teams in my lifetime, and I'm only 25. That's 19% of my life. And again, 25. 6 teams have won two or more Super Bowls in since 2000. Tampa Bay twice, New York twice, Pittsburgh twice, Baltimore twice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, New England won six, and then Kansas City's won three.
Three of them joints,
That is insane.
and
Like,
then Philly won one.
if they win this year, that's make that
That'd be
seven
two.
teams.
That'd be two. Yeah, two for them.
So it's literally the like, bro. At this point, it's like, can I see somebody else?
I don't know
I've
because
Mm-hmm.
seen about 6 teams win about multiple Super Bowls.
I don't know because I seen one rep where that they freaking guard, a right guard, he got completely bull rushed. Like he got lifted up his feet for like 3 yards and just freaking knocked over. I'm
Who
like,
you
man,
talking about?
Kansas City. They
Ah,
when they
That's
played where
Trey
they bit
Smith.
when they was
That's
in the
Trey
end zone
Smith.
and they missed that they didn't get that it was like third down. It was like third down and
mhm.
like no, it was an end zone. I think it was like second down and they were close. And they right guard just got bull rushed and lifted off his
That's
feet.
Trey Smith.
That wasn't Trey Smith, it was the other guard.
Their right guard is Trey Smith.
No, it must have been the left one then. Because
Oh,
I know
Mike Caliendo. Yeah.
yeah, he got bull rushed and lifted off his feet. So I'm like, man, y'all better
Like
get
a
that
little
together.
That's
kid,
what I
huh?
said. I'm like, bro, put Joe Tooney back at
Y'all better
left
get
guard.
that
Stop
together,
it.
man.
Mm. They
Like
good. They
they
good, man. We gonna see, man. I mean, they gonna have they gonna have their hands full trying to stop Saquon, and and honestly, the Eagles' passing offense hasn't really got going, so
all
they kind
Jalen
of do
Hurts
score
needs to
games.
do is not turn the ball over. That's
But
Turn the
that
it.
ball
might
over.
be what they want them, but what the Kansas City Chiefs to believe is that they pass offense, they'll see it on tape if it's corrupt or not. But I think that
It's not
in this
corrupt.
game, they
I
pass
just think
a
they're
lot
going
more.
through. I just think they're going through a lull, and Saquon is on fire. Like,
I mean, at this point, why stop with what's working?
yeah, Saquon is on
Eh,
fire. Their
like,
running game is disgusting right
at this point, Jalen Hurts ain't turning the ball over and he's making good decisions.
And,
I mean, at
and
that point, that's all you could ask for, right?
Dallas,
Okay, like that,
now. Mm.
bro. I could care less what that man throws for, as long as he's taking care of the football and not making crucial mistakes. Do what works. They're running the ball well. I mean,
Dallas started heating up.
Mm.
it's fine. They're fine. I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, like I'm
Yeah.
not worried about that right now. Okay, like I think they'll be fine. Jalen Hurts was looking fly yesterday, though. His outfit was looking clean. Okay.
So we'll talk more about that next week because next week's Super Bowl week. So we'll just
Oh, yeah, I know.
y'all know who it is. We'll talk more about it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna give out who we think gonna win because hey, it is what it is. It got long ways to go. So you know what I'm saying? But we'll get on the Bears coaching hire real quick. Well, we'll talk about it for the rest of the show or whatever. What do y'all think about? Well, let me see if I can bring this up. 'Cause,
We'll also squeeze in the Shrine Bowl and Senior Bowl too. We'll squeeze
mhm.
that in.
Yeah. Because that's when is that? Isn't that this weekend?
So the Shrine Bowl's Thursday, and then the Senior Bowl's the first, which is Saturday, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Can y'all
Yeah,
see it?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that's what we have so far. Some of them are confirmed. I mean, they ain't been official, you know what I'm saying, but they'll be official, like whatever.
Hmm.
But as y'all can see, Ben Johnson, Antoine Randall L, local product, assistant head coach. I saw people like, who is that? I'm like,
Like y'all know who that
no.
is?
Bro, they didn't know who Antoine Randall L was. That's a
Yes,
shame.
it was
That
people
is a
really
shame.
legitimately in the comments like,
That
who? Why is he coming here? He's from here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, hey
But
Julius, I think I think
no,
Gonzo's kind of he might it might be like Elisa said, maybe it's just a script because to me, there's no way they don't give the Bills a first down
Like
after
I
they
said,
play the Josh. I'm not saying
that,
that could have changed the game,
and
but
that's why
there
I
is no
said the
way.
Chiefs. They're
And
gonna
Julius,
make sure the Chiefs get that
Julius,
3P,
they
bro.
even
Like
said that Worthy caught the ball when the ball hit the ground, and he clearly did
exactly, bro.
not.
That's what I'm
Like,
talking about.
I'm not saying that's gonna change the game, but
but
it's weird as
but
heck.
okay, hold on. So we can't say clearly because I was me and my homeboys talking about this last night. None of I'm sorry. If you saying you saw the ball hit the ground when it was live, you're lying. Like be for real. So let's cut that now. We're not gonna do that. None
Yeah,
of us in America thought that ball hit the ground. We couldn't even see the ball.
but
But he
he never
did
had
call it
possession of the
complete.
ball.
He didn't have it, but the defender had it in his hand. He took it out of his hand and say rolled over. Now I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't know. I don't. Hey, it is
I
what it
mean,
is.
what's the point of
Because
replay assist then?
Yeah,
That's
but they
what's the
called it
point
a
of that.
catch, and so and I guess they didn't have enough to turn it over. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
They had enough to overturn
yeah,
it.
like the
I
ball
saw
hit
the
the ground.
replay
I
The
myself. It
ball,
said
the
all
they
hit
ball
the
felt
hit the
like they
ground,
ground.
had.
and his hand
I
was
What are we
literally
talking about?
how, his
who
hand was literally like this with the ball on the ground, and
who
the defender had
worthy
kind of had
Worthy.
his hand in
Worthy's
it
hand.
a little
The
bit.
defender had it in his hands like this.
Yeah, but it touched the ground, Julius.
It can touch the ground. He
It
had
should
it.
have been
But
incomplete. That's the
The
and then
point.
man.
Should have
and
been
then
The
incomplete.
man
Worthy
had.
had his
Look,
hand like this, and the ball. So if it's that
this the
situation,
ball. He
just
had it
call
like
it
this.
dead.
Listen, if a guy has the ball, because if the guy has control like this, the ball can still touch the ground, just like this. He's got control. They don't. Y'all. We going with that whole. That's the old stuff. Remember, if
But
the ball touch the
if you
ground, it's
have
not.
the ball like that,
Hey,
Julius,
hey,
The
so
why?
okay,
defender had it. I didn't say Worthy. I said the
okay,
defender.
so
He
so
had it. He
so
caught the damn ball.
okay, so both of you answer me this. Why were the Super Bowl 59 posters in Chiefs and Eagles colors? If we weren't supposed to
I
know
mean,
who
you
was
might have
winning the
a point
game.
there. You might have a point. I'm not saying. Look,
I just saying, like, bro, this
that.
stuff is scripted.
I'm not saying that could have determined the game differently. But what I'm saying is y'all need to call it down the middle because, like, it's just like if this stuff is becoming blatantly obvious. Like
Like,
that
bro,
first down play,
like
Josh
now,
Allen
Julius, you
got
can't
that.
sit here
Why
and
do
tell
you
me
think
that you didn't
everybody
see
review
Josh
that?
Allen cross the line on that 4th and inches play.
Did he
To
cross the
me, that
line?
made no sense.
Yes, he crossed the line.
Did he cross the line?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it
yeah,
looked.
but Julius, this is
You
what they
asked, you
did.
gonna let me
They,
answer? I
Julius,
said yes. It looked like he did, but again, one guy marked it. He did. The other guy didn't. I'm
But
not
My
Julius,
going. I'm
but
not
God,
going
Julius,
bro,
off
Julius,
that.
I got
dog,
a
dog.
question.
This what we
Julius, I
not
got a
gonna do,
question.
bro.
So they showed the camera angle of him
Yes.
crossing the line when the defenders are kind of in front. Why couldn't they show the other side so we can actually see if Josh crossed
I
the
don't
line?
know,
They
man.
never
I
showed that
don't
angle.
know. Bro,
That's
I saw the angle where he was
no
bagging
sense.
up and the ball. Okay, so the line, let's say this the line, right on my shoulder. He has the ball like right here. So it looks like it's crossed, right?
Yeah.
But again, I'm not the one in the replay booth, man.
My God,
I'm
But
not.
bro,
I'm
stop.
Julius,
You
not.
making
they got all of
excuses,
No,
this
bro.
money and
This
they
sounds
can't
like
fix
if
it.
they'd have
excuses for
called it, but
Kansas
I'm
City,
saying.
bro.
So
Stop it.
if they'd have called the first down and they don't score, what y'all gonna say then?
That's fine. I'm not.
That's
I'm not.
fine,
Hey, it is what it is.
No
right?
bullshit.
That's cool.
No,
They
yeah,
didn't. They didn't get the point.
no.
That's fine. But
Mm-mm.
you cannot, like y'all NFL make way too much money to not get better camera angles.
Exactly, bro. What's
I
the
mean,
whole point of
crossing the
replay
first
assist?
down line. That makes no sense. No sense. They make way too much money. Roger Goodell and them, they sitting back loaded with money. They sitting back loaded with money. We know
Yeah,
they
but
get
but
the
that's
best
every
players.
bro. You know, do you understand that the NBA replay don't have all the angles that the TV channels have?
Julius,
You know that, right?
I
You
get
know
that.
that, right?
But when
I'm
we see
saying,
the
but you
camera
saying that
angle,
I'm telling y'all, there's stuff that we know that exists, but it's like we like they should have all this. They don't. They not allowed to use it or whatever the reason is, man. I don't. I'm just saying I don't make the goddamn rules. You know what I'm saying?
man,
Nah, this sounds like excuses for the Chiefs. I'm not about to hear this, bro.
I
Not about to hear
I'm
this.
not
they
making no
won. They
excuses. They won
won.
the
Yeah, I'm
game.
not
I
about
don't
to
give
hear
it.
this, bro.
They won the game, man. They won the game. I'm not finna sit here, bro. I'm not finna get into
Bro,
all this about who if they did all that because guess
I
what?
mean,
They
just
did the shit for
go back
they
and
did
watch
it for
all.
20 years for Tom Brady. I'm not
Go
finna
back
sit
and
here and
watch
talk
all of
about.
the Chiefs' close games this season. All their
I'm
close
not finna
games
sit here and
was
talk about all that.
predicated on a bad call on the other team. Like you can't make this up, bro. Like stop.
Y'all are complaining about some shit that's been happening since the
Yeah,
beginning of time. What are
we
y'all
Exactly
don't
the
we
talking
don't
about?
we
point,
don't we
bro.
don't
Tom
we
Brady
don't
got
agree
six of
with it.
them things because they cheated for him 6 damn times.
Exactly.
We
That's
So
don't
what
we
we're
why is
don't
we gonna
saying. We're
complain
tired
about it?
of
we
that.
don't we don't
We're
fully
They're
sick
we
of
don't
not
that.
gonna
agree.
change that.
We're sick of
Why y'all?
that.
They're never gonna change that.
So do you think that they cater to more guys, which is clearly obvious, like Brady and Mahomes? Because that's what they doing with these calls.
No, they cater
They're
to the
making
people
it
that's gonna
obvious.
continue to bring the money
Which is Mahomes.
Exactly.
in. Right?
Like what?
I'm saying they're gonna bring it. Y'all are answering my question. He asked me, so who are they gonna cater to? The people that's gonna bring in the money.
So Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mahomes bringing in the checks and dollars from a viewer
Yes.
standpoint.
I
So
mean, they come on, man. They
that's
in every
politics
single
though,
sport,
Julius.
man. We it's politics, bro. Like I'm not finna sit here and complain about it. It should be bills. You know what? It should have. Guess what? Mark should have caught the ball. Dalton, who is that?
Yeah,
Kincaid
I'm
should
not.
catch the motherfucking ball. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
I'm not saying that that would have them calls.
You
They
know
would
what
have
I'm saying?
got points off them calls. That's nobody
Because
like.
guess what?
Maybe
We
they
can sit
got a
here.
field goal
Hold on.
kick. Who knows?
Hold on.
But
We can talk about. We can talk about. They got all these calls, but guess what? What y'all gonna forget is they lost Bernard early in the game. When they lost Bernard, they changed the whole complexion of their defense. They had to put Eliv on them guys, and they started tearing his butt up. So they lost a big part of their defense. So that did not help. Did they cheat for that? No. The man got hurt. He got a damn concussion. You know what I'm saying?
I just think,
Like
man.
I don't understand why we always get mad. Like who cares?
I
If
just think
y'all, I'm just saying. Hold on. I'm just saying. What you gonna get mad? You gonna complain every single time about the same people? If you don't like it, don't watch it no more, man. Don't watch it. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm sorry. It's the same. Fans complain about the same shit every year, and it's like you still gonna freaking watch the game. Your ass still gonna be sitting
I
at
I
home
just
ain't.
eating some
I
goddamn
just
Doritos. Yes, you are, because you want to watch Jalen Hurts. Stop lying.
I just think,
You're gonna be
man.
watching the game, eating
As, as
Doritos,
we
Hey,
eating
somehow
hey,
get
goddamn
there
Jeff.
to
nacho
us,
dip,
No
and
Jalen
having a
Hurts
beer
fans
and
in this
all that
around.
stuff. Yeah,
Stop it.
if
stop
we
it, man.
if that
Y'all,
stuff happens to us, Bears fans gonna lose their mind. Like
it's
if
been
something like
happening.
that happens, and we know for a fact Caleb got that first down, and they can't provide, they not looking at extra because I don't care what nobody say. The NFL made much more money than the NBA. They
Yeah,
just
they
do.
do.
They do. And the fact
They do.
I don't understand how NBA or NFL, both of them, can't provide better camera views on some of these calls. I just don't. I can't get behind it.
Y'all
I
hoping
can.
on
I, like. I just don't.
y'all hoping on a wishing and prayers. Never gonna happen.
There you
Man,
go.
I'm about to
Anyway,
get real
Cause
upset
guess
now.
what? Okay, all right. So think about this, right? If they take away, if they start calling the games the right way, people gonna be mad. They gonna find something to complain about. Then they gonna somebody's gonna complain about it.
To me, I think if you
I
call the
mean,
game the right
Gonzo,
way,
if you don't, bro, you're the one saying it, so don't watch it, bro.
to me, I
If
think if
you that mad, bro, don't watch the games no more.
to me,
That's all I'm saying. It's gonna happen. You act like this, bro. You are not 12 years old. You know this shit been happening your whole life. Why are you
Julius,
complaining
we
about
know
it?
it's gonna happen, but at the same
Um,
point in time, when it's so one-sided affair,
it was
it's
one
just
sided
so
for
obvious.
20 years for
Like,
Tom Brady, bro. It was one sided for
and
20
I'm
years
not
for
even.
Tom
and
I'm
people
Brady,
not.
got tired of Tom Brady. That's the
and he
point.
still
People
won
are
six.
tired of
He still
Mahomes.
won six
If
in New
if
England and
if the
won one
games
in
are
Tampa.
being called and Patrick Mahomes still wins, nobody cares. Great, that's fine. I'm not going. I can't see anybody besides like even myself. I'm not complaining about it.
I'm
It's
not
fair.
finna. I'm
But
not
when
finna
you
say it.
blatantly freaking give it, don't freaking give the guy the first down when it is clear and obvious he crossed the first down mark. To me, I can't get behind
That's
that.
cheating.
Everybody in the world know that
When
That's
break
have they not
cheating.
cheated, man?
the
Come
ball
on,
was
dog.
across.
Why is y'all harping on some shit that ain't never gonna change? That's what I'm saying.
It ain't
Y'all
gonna
been
change,
wasting your
but we as
time.
fans, we can hold them accountable and say they wrong.
How? How you gonna hold them accountable?
That's cheating,
We
bro.
call them out. We
With
call them
what?
out.
They call
Just
them out
like
all the
just
time.
like it's been stuff that happened when people
They
been
call them
cheating
out
in the
all the
back of the
time.
end zone the
They call
day
them out all the
years
time.
ago with NFL fans. We are fans.
They
We call
called
them
Bill
out.
Belichick cheating, and they
We
still
call
won a
them out.
championship after that. They
We
still
call
won
them
Super
out.
Bowl after they got caught cheating. They
We
called them
we
out.
we as
They
fans can
still
call
was
them out.
doing
We
it.
can make them feel uncomfortable.
They
Yeah,
still won.
that's how it go.
Matter of fact, I mean, how many Super Bowls they win after they got caught cheating?
Who we
Who?
talking?
New England.
Didn't they win two after that?
Two of them.
Yeah, but at the
That's
end
what I'm saying,
of the day,
man.
at the end of that's fine. If you gonna win a Super Bowl like that, that's fine. If refs gonna call it down the middle, that's fine. If a
They
team is
didn't. They
if
didn't
New
call it
England
down
is
the
a better
middle, man.
team,
That's what I'm
so
telling
be
you.
it.
They didn't.
So be it. But what we can't have
Wait,
is
so
people getting
okay,
first down
Julius,
and they not called.
Julius, let me ask you
Can't
a
happen.
question.
Yep.
So you're Seattle right on the 1 yard line. Are you throwing or running that play?
I'm running the ball.
Running the ball. Yeah.
Okay. Just so why didn't Pete Carroll think that this is a man that gets paid millions of dollars
I don't
to
know.
do this job,
That
right?
was stupid.
Why was the play designed to throw the football at the 1 yard line?
I don't know. I
They
have no
screwed up
idea.
their own chances right there. They had the opportunity to beat the Patriots. They
See,
screwed up
now
their
I
own.
Okay.
can complain
I don't
about that.
care, Chris.
I'm not
You
Hey,
know what?
complaining about
Lonzo,
that.
I don't give a I
They
don't
was just
care who
dumb.
wins. They ain't neither one on my
Okay,
team. I
see
don't care.
now that
We
I'm gonna
game,
just
watch
don't want
nobody,
Super
this stuff to
Bowl because
and
I
you
happen
know
like
again,
what?
football.
and then
But
us
I,
bring
Julius,
it
we
back
don't have
later
to
Julius,
down
watch
the
what I
line
was
when it
gonna
Super
say
happens.
Bowl. I don't.
was
I don't
nobody
care.
complained about New England winning it that year
Nope.
because Seattle purposely set themselves up to lose that game. They threw the ball at the 1 yard line when
Yeah,
they
they
should have
did. That
just
was
handed it
stupid.
off.
We all know that. That was stupid.
That was so stupid.
That
But
was
no one's
doing the game.
complains about it because at the end of the day, Seattle put themselves in that position to lose the
Yep.
game,
They did.
not the
That's what I'm saying.
referees,
If a
not the
team is
refs.
They
stupid
did.
enough to
They
put
did.
themselves in a bad situation,
They did.
so be it. I'm not gonna be mad about it. It is
Exactly.
what it
But when
is.
the refs are inserting themselves in the game and making it so that it's blatantly obvious they want one team to win, then I'm like, okay, no, I'm pushing back on that. But I'm not pushing back on New England winning that Super Bowl against Seattle because they deserved it because Seattle put themselves in that position to lose the
Yeah,
football game.
just
You
like
don't
we can
deserve to
also
Well,
win
say,
I'm
when you're
saying
throwing the ball on the one
you
yard line.
still got to go out there and make the plays though.
yeah, you got to go. I agree that the young man
I'm
should have
not
caught the
saying
ball. I agree with
bro.
that.
Y'all are misconstrued. What I'm saying is, y'all are acting like this one play is the reason they won the game. No, it's not. Because guess what? Would y'all have said anything had Jordan Phillips when he went his ass off sides and they made Mahomes fumble and they recovered, but he was offside. Had they not called that offside, would you have said something?
Yes, because it was a clear offsides.
I would have been fine if they called it. See, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Mm.
It is
Thank
not
you, Isaiah. Thank
it's
you. That's
not
what I'm
fair
saying.
calls being called. Just like as fans, we if a team is dumb, that's perfectly fine. But when
Right.
you then in the stretch of the fourth quarter, when a guy crossed the first down line, and which would have put them in field goal range,
To win the game.
they would have been in field goal range. Now I'm not saying they shouldn't have took their points. The young man got to make the play. He got to make a catch. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I have seen way too many calls, and I'm getting tired of it. And I understand it ain't gonna change.
And,
Way too many calls,
Okay, but
and,
even
and,
then,
and,
okay, so
and Julius,
and
I'm gonna
I
give
don't
Julius,
want this
hold
to
on.
you
happen
I
know
to
got
that
a
players
perfect
when
example
we
hold
for
get
on,
to
y'all.
that
hold
position.
on. They missed the offsides on that Broncos field goal attempt. The dude was offsides. That's how he's able to block it.
Okay, so then the Bears should have 6 wins because we all know my man jumped off dude back to block the kick.
Yes. And
And
What
that's
we
why
Julius,
talking
people
and
about?
complained about it. That's why
Julius,
Right,
people
but it
complained
ain't.
about it
It's
because he
not gonna
was
change the
blatantly
result,
we can
jumped
man.
off
sit
the
here,
path.
Julius, we can sit here and be honest and say that it should have been flag. It should have been a flag thrown because there is
Yeah, it should have
that's a
been.
flag that if you hit the long snapper, that's an
Right. That's a
automatic first
flag.
down. They're
That's
I
trying to
know
a
that.
protect the
flag.
long snapper,
I
and they
know that.
didn't
I'm
call it
just
for the
telling
Bears.
y'all, it's not gonna. I'm just saying, you still got to win the game. That one play, guess what? I'm sure there's other plays throughout both them games where the team that lost could have had a chance to win the game. So I'm not gonna say it like, yeah, that play was they were blatantly obvious. Yes, they should have called it. But guess what? There's also other plays where they probably got away with some shit that they shouldn't have.
Do you, do you,
I'm
do
just
you
saying, man. I'm not finna. I like you. Still got to win the game.
we still got to win the game, but Julius, you don't think in that game when we played Green Bay and it was obvious that he shouldn't have hit the long snapper,
He
that they
shouldn't
was
have. It should have been
politics in that game
everybody.
for us to lose that game.
Everybody in
And they still
America.
clearly wanted the
Everybody in
Packers to win
America.
that game.
Right,
They clearly wanted.
and everybody in America in the media called him out, the NFL on it, and they still did nothing. They didn't do shit.
Just because they don't do nothing, don't
Right.
mean we shouldn't say
Don't mean
nothing.
it's right. It
I'm
don't mean
saying
it's
you can
right,
say
bro.
something. I'm just saying y'all ain't no sense in getting upset about it because it's not gonna change. It's not. Because guess what? Y'all gonna complain the NFL is still the number one sport in the whole entire world. Right there with soccer.
I mean, it's not hard,
They not gonna change it. They got too much money coming in. Bro, no.
bro. They playing with me, bro.
They're here
I'm not
playing.
even
They're
finna
here
That's what
play.
I'm
playing.
They
saying.
playing with me,
I
bro.
mean, I don't. Hey, bro. Hey,
They playing with me, bro.
like somebody said, man. Hey, don't leave it to the rest to change it.
They playing with me, bro. That's
Don't
all
leave it
I
to the
know.
rest. Don't leave it to the rest to have a chance to ruin the game. Don't leave it up to the rest. So don't leave it up to the rest.
They playing with me, bro. Anyway, let's get to
I
this
mean,
coaching
yeah.
hire.
I
They
mean, it
playing
is
with me,
what it
bro.
is. Hey man, I don't care. Like it's gonna happen. Like, hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Why I forget it. Like we complaining about them helping certain teams out. Guess what? When the Lakers was in the middle of their first 3 feet with Shaq and Kobe, that what was it, game 5 or game 6 in Indiana, they fouled Shaq out on purpose. And guess who took over the game? Kobe. So it didn't matter. They was the better team.
They don't
But
never be
that's
trying to help. They
fine
don't never be trying
because
to help
they
the
fouled
Bears
out.
out.
That
They
was
don't.
But they
fine.
still tried to help them and they still lost. That's what
They
I'm
don't
saying.
never try to help
Sometimes
the
you can
Bears
try to
out when the game
well, we
when
know
we
I don't
win
help the
big
Bears out.
games
Like the
because
Bears,
the Bears George
we not
Hallis is the
we
reason
not talking
probably
about the
some of
Bears.
this stuff exists.
The Bears got to make they got to earn their way up.
You
Once
Yeah,
think
they
they
they'll
get
do.
help the Bears out?
not now, hell no.
Anyway, let's get to these coaching hires.
But anyway, yeah. So you see you got Ben Johnson, Antoine Randall, uh, Declan Doyle, Dennis Allen, defensive coordinator, Richard Hightower staying on the special teams coordinator. I saw people complaining about the blocked field goals. I'm like,
That ain't no.
there's more to special teams than them two blocked
That's
field
on
goals.
That
Cairo.
ain't.
That's not on Richard Hightower.
That's not
That's
on
on
Richardson,
Cairo.
But
but
that's
the coach.
again, that's what be making me upset. People that just don't understand. They
Yeah.
just say anything. Like,
As,
bro, you know our special teams is really good this year.
as a coach, you
Like,
got to know which has your kicker kick from, and
Right.
that's it. That's more on the head. That's the head coach
and
fault.
then that didn't Blackwell get hurt sometime during the
Yes.
season?
Yes, he
So when
did.
he got hurt, our special teams took a big hit. So until he came back, we weren't the same special teams that we were when he was there. So it's like, come on, man. Like y'all got to stop. You focusing so much to you focusing so much on one or two plays. Like you gotta look at the whole thing in totality. Yeah, sports is fixed. We know it. They know it. I mean, guess what? People still gonna watch it. That's my whole point, Gonzo. You still gonna watch it. You can complain all day long, but I bet you gonna still be watching it though.
I think they just like the idea of a three-peat. Maybe that's just me. I don't want to continue to
But I
expand.
mean, but no, I mean, it's never happened.
It's
Yeah,
never happened
I
Never
just think
happened. It's
politics play.
in the
happened.
Super Bowl era. It happened
Okay.
in when they were doing championships in like the
Hmm.
1920s or something. Because Green Bay won like 3 in a row. But like Super Bowl era, no, it's never happened.
I mean, they tried, and if I'm not mistaken, I know they tried to help New England try to get there, but they just didn't do. They didn't get the job done. They cheating their ass out. They still didn't do it. So again, you could cheat and they still don't do it. So it is what it is.
I give
Al
Dave,
Harris is defensive backs coach and passing game coordinator. So
that man is going. He's going. Man, I think out of that hiring right there, man, I'm so excited for that because he gonna have them DBs flying. Like,
yep,
As long as he
that is
gets on
all
Tyreek
on.
Stevenson's ass, I
oh,
don't
you
care.
ain't got to worry about that. He
That's
gonna get
some
on
Bears
Tyreek
wire,
Stevenson.
courtesy of who was
You
that?
ain't got to worry about that. He gonna get on Tyreek Stevenson.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's some
that's all
Bears
I
wire.
ask.
You ain't got to worry
Oh
about
yeah,
that. He's very
so
outspoken.
Dennis Allen will be good. I think we talked about. Hold on, my screen is
Yep, we talked about some of these.
Dennis Allen's gonna be good for them. I think. And me and Elise talked about this during the season. Like Dennis Allen, yeah, people be like, oh, he not a good coach. Well, he's not a good head coach. He's a damn
No,
good DC. It's the
But
same
as a
thing.
DC, yeah,
It's the same thing. Like I know people are crying, laughing about the Cowboys hiring Flus.
I, I'm one of them. I dead am.
He is a
they
Dead
could
ter-
find
am.
hey,
anybody else outside of Flus.
Flus is not a good coach. We know this, but he gonna now that he could just focus on defense.
But Julius, he gonna neuter
I
them
don't
boys.
care. I'm still laughing
He
at
gonna
I
that
play
mean, we
that
defense.
don't. I
same
Stop
mean, we
old
saying
don't.
that.
coverage.
I
Not a
don't
Stop
know.
coach.
I don't
saying
know. I don't know what he gonna do because
Boy.
wasn't Indianapolis decent before he came
yes,
there?
they
Yeah,
were,
but
but
Indianapolis wanted to fire him.
yes, they were, but Indy still wanted to fire him. So that
I
tells you
mean,
He
everything you need to know.
was
but
too
come on,
safe.
but Indianapolis is come on. You live there. They ain't.
Yeah,
They got other issues going on. We
The
talk about
Julius.
this all the time.
Indianapolis. Okay, so yeah, they do. They got
Like
to
be
figure
serious.
out. They got to figure out their quarterback situation, their tight end
They got
situation.
other
They got
issues
all
they got
kinds of
going on.
problems.
So it ain't.
They
They ain't.
they got all kinds of problems.
And guess who their owner still is?
Jim Irsay, who's
Mhm.
a clown.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just feel
Yep.
like Eberflus too safe. Like he just, I'm
Hey,
going
that's
by
the
his
Cowboys'
tendency.
But
problem now. That's
He's
not
way
mine.
too safe as a play caller.
That is the
but you
Cowboys'
know what
problem,
though?
not mine.
But you know what though? Maybe they need that.
I will
Oh,
laugh if
my God.
Micah Parsons requests a trade after that. I will laugh.
I mean,
I promise you, I will laugh.
I think
we'll
he
see
gonna
what
get
happens, man.
I
traded.
will laugh, dog.
We'll see what happens. We'll
I
see
will
what happens
laugh.
with them. I
I
don't
think he gonna
know.
get traded.
I think he gets traded now. He'd be like, "Nah, I'm not
Not
working
this
under
year,
this
but
motherfucker."
in the next
But
upcoming years, I think that boy is gonna be gone.
but again, we don't know. I'm gonna see what happens because I mean he's decent. I don't think they're
all
gonna be
all Micah
terrible.
all Micah got to do is ask Justin, and Justin will tell him, and then he'll be like, "Yeah, I'm out."
Yeah, but as a
He'll be
head
like,
coach.
"Nah,
It's not
I'm
like
leaving, bro."
as a head coach. Now, if he asked defenders what they thought about him as a defensive coordinator, that's different.
I don't think any defender except guys in Indianapolis will have anything nice to say. I know
Well,
Jalen won't.
I, well, but that's head coach. That's head coach. That's head
I'm
coach.
just saying though, he played defense though,
Yeah, but
and
he
Flus
might.
called the plays last year.
Yeah, but I don't. His that wasn't. They were upset about the way his clock management, all of it,
Hello,
and
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
holding people accountable. But that's whole team wide. We don't
But
know what the
I'm
defense.
saying though, like he wasn't holding guys accountable, even
He wasn't.
the defensive players.
He
Like he
wasn't.
was letting Tyreek Stevenson yap with fans
He
literally
was.
during the middle of a play.
You know,
He
I
was.
asked myself, like, why didn't he not, even when the players said they wanted to be coach hard, why didn't he not want to coach them hard? And you got to think sometimes maybe some guys just don't have a mouthpiece on them to be able to
Exactly, bro.
command the room like that. Like every guy
I
ain't
just.
got.
But again, it's the same. I, man, that's why I wish Steve would come on here because me and him talk about this stuff all the time. It is different. It. I don't want to say it. Some people
Everybody,
can. Some people can. Some people can are good head coaches. Like Dan Campbell,
I don't
obviously,
disagree. I'm just
like
saying,
some
like,
people. But here's the thing, though. This is what I want to say. Some coaches are. Some people only able to focus on their area of expertise, right? So Blues might only be able to focus on defense, and that's when he's really good. But when he gotta spread that out. It's
I
different,
mean,
man. And
I
we
don't.
saw it.
Again, I don't disagree, but I also think it speaks volumes that you were gonna get fired from Indianapolis anyway, even though your defense was decent.
look at the Indy fans when
But
they
but
let
Indi-
no,
but
nobody was mad.
Indiana, I'm
Like
yeah.
he was on Hard Knocks in season Hard Knocks with Indy, and even then you could tell, like, yeah, he's just not.
He's
He
okay.
couldn't connect with the guys on the team.
Yeah, he couldn't connect, and
And that was
we'll see.
part of the reason why Indy was like, yeah, well, as good as the defense is, he's not able to connect with the guys on the team, so they were gonna let him go anyway. And that's what I'm saying is like it's easy to say, yeah, it's different being a head coach and a coordinator. That's true. I'm not disagreeing with that. But you either got that rah rah type of spirit where you can motivate guys and cultivate guys, or you don't.
Yep, yep, and he don't have it.
And he don't
Yeah,
have it.
but you don't have. But see, this show gonna be forever, man. You don't have to be a rah rah guy to get people to motivate him, man. You
Well,
don't have
he
to be hollering
well
and
he
He
ain't
screaming.
don't.
motivating
He
people
don't got. He don't got
regardless.
I'm
neither
not
one.
saying I don't
He
know what he's doing. I'm just telling y'all. I'm just
he's
He
telling
don't have
y'all.
neither of
he's
them.
I'm
not
just saying
motivating anybody anyway.
he's
So
not. He
He ain't got
wasn't.
the nice rah rah guy. He ain't even got the Kevin O'Connell persona to be a rah rah guy. He has none of it because all of his things he's been saying has fallen on deaf ears
deaf
because
ears.
it's
Well,
been
you just
no
can't. Yeah,
proof to back it
it's
up.
too many. It's too many other issues with the Bears. Like again, I'm not saying Flus. I'm not trying to get this man a pass for none that he was doing. I'm just saying he wasn't the only problem. And again, just like that clip I sent y'all in our little group chat. Y'all heard that man, our GM. Mm, that man right there, bro.
I just think even
I
if you
hope.
That
know
clip are
as
you
a
talking about
coach,
the clip I sent
yeah,
about him talking about
I
CW?
Mm, yep.
but
Oh,
that's his fault. He kept the guy that allowed
right.
the steps to be skipped.
Exactly.
But see,
Like
Exactly.
his.
if you
Yeah,
allowed the
yeah, let's
steps to
talk
be
about that. Let's
skipped,
talk about that before we get off the show. Cause I want y'all. I want to hear y'all go ahead. Cause I got my. Cause me and Zay was. I'm not even say we was going back and forth, but we were talking about it. Like we were
yeah.
just talking through it. But go ahead, Zay. Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I just felt like maybe I might have a different take on this than y'all. I think that there was a lot of steps skipped between the coaching staff, and I don't know. Maybe this personally me, and I'm not. I don't get mad at anybody who personally think maybe it was on some of the players, but that's my personally my what I believe, and I do believe that I'm not saying that maybe this more so to Keenan and a couple of other guys because they pretty much came out and said that the reason that like they wanted to be coach harder and Shane was he was too nice and that could probably go into factors about why some of those guys didn't really resonate and really practice hard. Maybe that's just my theory on that. And maybe that's why steps were being skipped because that's the only way I can think of it.
But
You want me
we
to
don't
go?
we don't. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna say what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
All
Go ahead.
right.
Cause I know you.
Because
Go ahead.
I witnessed this firsthand. I told people about this, and I got dubbed a hater, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and all this other BS that ends up showing I was right once again. This goes back to what I saw when I went with my own eyes to see the game between Notre Dame and USC.
Mm-hmm.
This replicates exactly what I saw. Talented kid, really good kid, really, really talented. But
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't have it up here sometimes, right? He lets that talent get in the way of being a professional, of
Mm-hmm.
being a guy that can lead a football team, right? He's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the issue.
Super smart. Super smart.
The issue is his whole life he's been told how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been the number one guy in his class. He's had this, that, and the other, right?
Yep.
The closest thing to adversity he faced his whole career was sitting behind Spencer Rattler, and even then, he replaced him halfway through the season,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He came in to the Chicago Bears, the number one guy. They named him the starter 2 days after he got drafted.
Mm.
They didn't bring in a veteran quarterback to at least be in his ear. No, why do that? Because he might be a threat to Caleb. Okay, well, Caleb is 23 years old, and this is the first professional team in his life.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to lead these men yet. He has to earn their respect. He has to earn that. You don't just be given respect, right? These guys have mortgages, bills to pay, mouths to feed, whatever else. You have to earn that over a period of time. So were there steps skipped? Yes, because when Caleb came in, it was Caleb this, Caleb that. Hey, you want this? You want that? Okay, great. Here. Instead of having to work for it, instead of having to, abide by things like everybody else. This is why there was some pushback from people. Because some people are like, whoa, wait, so he doesn't have to work for this, but so and so does? Make it make sense. That's why some of the players got a lot of heat, i.e., Jalen, when he said he's got to lead that Hollywood stuff in Hollywood.
I
He's
don't
got
think
to leave
Jalen
that
was
stuff
necessarily talking
behind.
about Caleb in that sequence. I don't think he was necessarily talking about Caleb. I think he was trying to gear it to anybody.
No, no,
Uh,
I'm saying he was saying like you got to leave that behind because these are grown men, right? You got to earn our respect. You're not just going to be able to come in and be this top shot guy that you were at USC. And I don't think there was anything wrong with what he said because that was the truth. And it ended up showing throughout the season. Like, if you don't have the respect of the guys in the locker room or the respect of your teammates, it's gonna be a hard season. You're gonna face adversity that way. Even Poles admitted as such. He didn't know how to be a pro. And though one of the things he wished he would have done was got a veteran quarterback to teach Caleb how to be a pro and how to lead a locker room full of grown men. He didn't do that. He left Caleb with a locker room full with a 24-year-old and another 24-year-old, one a rookie and one a second-year player. That's not enough NFL knowledge or experience.
I mean, I agree with that.
Unfortunately,
He got a veteran quarterback.
like, and I'm not saying like if it, maybe Ryan Tannehill or who else was out there, Blake Bortles or something, somebody that no, maybe even Joe Flacco. If I'm the Bears, I'm looking to sign Joe Flacco in the offseason. Straight up, I'm not even kidding you. I would sign Joe Flacco to like a 2-year backup deal. Not even kidding you. Just so he could be that voice in the room. He's like 40 years old, so obviously we don't need him to play. But just to be that guy in the room that could teach these young guys how to be professionals. That's it.
Come back.
If
You
he
know, like
believes,
if I'm the
Say
Bears,
what?
I'm straight legitimately considering Joe Flacco in my quarterback
but
room
that's
next
just
year.
what's so sad. If
Hell
he
yeah.
believes that it was steps taken with the players, like you chose to keep the freaking guy. Why
I
did you
don't
keep
even
this
think
dude?
I don't even think it's about keeping Eberflus. I think
He's
you.
the
I
he's
think.
the
I
reason
think.
the steps are being skipped. He's the
I
reason
get
because
that,
he's
but I
not
also
holding
think.
guys accountable.
I
If
also
that is the
think.
case,
Nah,
I also think
I don't
part of
agree with
it.
that wholeheartedly. I think
I also think part of it was how they handled this whole Caleb Williams situation.
there's a lot of things they handle wrong.
Like they just didn't handle it right, and that's not even on Caleb. That's
Nope.
on Ryan Poles. That's on Matt Eberflus. That's on
Mhm.
Kevin Warren. Like they just didn't handle that situation correctly, and that's
No,
why
they didn't.
steps were missed.
But
That's why steps were missed.
and people are like, oh, he just talking about his coach. No, he talking about Caleb too.
Yep.
Listen to the interview. Like you could tell who heard the whole clip and who just turned it off after they heard steps was skipped. You didn't listen to the whole thing. He literally said Caleb did not do the things he's supposed to. He didn't call him out by name, but he said, yeah, the quarterback, blah, blah, whatever he got to say, like something like he got to get better at this. He called him out too. He did. So those y'all is like he wasn't talking about Caleb. Yes, the hell he was, and so was Ben Johnson. And Ben Johnson has doubled and tripled down on what he said. They gonna break this thing down
Yep.
to the bare bones, and there's some things he got to work on. Just like I said when I was going back and forth with Buddy, where am I being negative by saying he got things to work on? Because he does. He got to work on playing on time. And people he wants to play on time. He might want to, but
But
guess
he
what?
doesn't.
But the problem is what you just said. His talent. He is so talented that sometimes that just takes over.
Yep.
It just takes over. So that takes mental reps for him to be like, I can't do this. I can't do that. So yes, he might say, I might say, "Hey, I don't want to be a procrastinator." That shit ain't easy. It don't just stop just because I say I don't want to be a procrastinator. I gotta work at it. So guess what? Caleb might want to stay in the pocket. He probably does, but he know he got to work at it. But if he wasn't pushed hard enough to work at it, and then he was allowed to do whatever because they came in the season basically like, nope, just let him throw the ball. There was a lot of things that went wrong. Like my problem with the whole thing, Ryan Poles, I just feel like he's throwing he's throwing everybody else on the bus and not holding himself accountable again.
Yep.
So
my thing is though,
and
Julius.
then
This,
did you even see
oh,
the article? They was talking about Ben Johnson had some reservations, but then Ryan Poles quickly showed him, oh no, we're gonna fix this, that, and all these other things. Yeah, because you're the one.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, so you're gonna fix that and make sure those things don't happen. So what? You had all the decision making and personnel decisions. So let's spin that back then. Because remember, everybody was blaming Flus on all these decision making, all these personnel decisions. Well, to me, it sounds like Poles was the main guy. So if
Hmm.
Poles is the main guy. I'm not saying Flus is the right coach. I'm just saying maybe we were holding the wrong guy responsible. Yes, Flus is supposed to get them ready. Absolutely. Isaiah is 100% correct. So is Alicia said it. Everybody else has said Flus is supposed to get this team ready. He did not. He failed at that. miserably. But guess what? He wasn't helped out by his general manager, who still refuses, in my opinion, to take accountability for his actions. He keeps saying all the right shit, but then when you put his ass on camera or you get in front of that microphone, he tell you who he really is. He show you every time. So why am I gonna trust this dude when every time he talks, he puts his foot in his mouth and y'all make excuses for him every single time?
I mean,
He
it all starts up front. They have not, when the last time the Bears really been good on the like inside the trenches? Like we talking about really good, really, really good. What, 2013, 14?
Olin Cruz
When,
made
They
his
when
Pro
was
haven't,
Bowl.
they
Cruz's?
haven't,
Yeah,
they
Cruz's
have
era.
not, and it all starts up there. They have not done it right up there. They haven't done it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like we talk, we could talk about this till we blue in the face, but that's where it started. And that's why I just don't understand. I just don't understand the whole process of the way he went about with getting a quarterback, which is fine, but then you go out there and get another receiver when you could have been
Exactly.
trying to focus on your
Exactly,
trip.
bro. Like that
Like,
don't make sense. That's why I'm like people who are trying to pound Ashton Genty, bro. The trench is here. What line is Genty running behind?
and then and then
That's
and
so.
then and then we got to bring up something else because DJ Moore himself, he when they asked him what was the problem with Shane, and I'm not trying to pinpoint all this on Shane because
Mm,
it was bigger than him and it was bigger
Yeah.
than Eberflus.
Yep.
When they asked him that, he said that he didn't feel like that Shane didn't make adjustments quick enough to go against some of the coverages they were seeing that they could have attacked and put up points. And when they did try to make those adjustments, the game had already pretty much got out of hand. So
I think the problem was is
that's
Shane.
why I say the players can see. They know if a coach can coach or not. They will know when they first come in there about Ben Johnson when that first practice. I guarantee you, they will know. They'll know.
But I mean, I think it's the same thing. It's Shane just. I think Shane's biggest problem, he just couldn't figure out how to incorporate a three wide receiver offense. I mean, he
No,
struggled
Right.
at it. He struggled with it at Seattle for 1 year and came here and didn't really have a chance to really kind of like tweak it because he got Rome thrust upon him. And I'm sure they told him we want to showcase Caleb. So he didn't really get a chance to even figure it out.
and
He
another
got half a season and he
yeah.
struggled with it in
Yeah, he
Seattle.
got fired week 9.
But see, the
Like
problem is
you never
Julius.
really gave that man a chance. And
That's
I'm
why
not
they.
and again, I'm not saying he was good at play calling, but I'm saying
Mhm.
that is not his offense. So he had to figure it out, but he never really had a chance to because it was all about Caleb, Caleb, Caleb. Right?
Julius. But I agree with everything you saying. But when he came from Seattle, they had already had a problem. Like Pete Carroll had to hold him accountable and tell him to calm it down on the play calling. He was already a concern. I
I
get
know
what
I,
you
I know that I'm saying, but that was so the year prior they were
yeah,
good, right? The
yeah.
year prior where they didn't have three wide receivers. What happened when they got three wide receivers? That shit changed.
Yeah, I agree that it was too much of force feeding, like passing. I feel like we should have
You
been
know what
trying.
I'm saying? So that's not his thing. So
Yeah, I agree.
it's like he had to go away from what was working for him, what works for him. And again, yes, are you supposed to like adopt your
Adjust.
offense to the adjust
Hmm.
your offense to your players? Yes. But guess what? If your offense is about running the ball, play action, and your quarterback isn't, if first of all you got three wide receivers,
Yep.
and then you trying to force him to do something he hasn't done in what he hadn't been on the center. Kayla hadn't been on the center in what 3 years,
Since
He
right?
high
never.
school. Yeah.
He hasn't. He only been on the center a handful of snaps at USC.
So you
Right.
won't hit.
Yeah.
So
Barely.
now you know what I'm saying? It's just like the whole thing was messed up. And again, it falls back on the GM because this is your
I
doing,
agree.
bro. This is
Agree.
your doing. You could have still hired Shane, but you should have got a different head coach, man.
And the
That's the
problem,
first thing. Then you should have told Shane what it was. Because I don't feel like they really was honest about how they wanted the offense to run. I think they
yeah,
just wanted to try to. They were hoping that Shane could find magic in the bottle, and then when it didn't, now guess what? Now I got to save my ass, which is something me and Elise talked about during the season. Ryan Poles start going behind the scenes trying to get people fired and all this other stuff. Elise can tell me if I'm wrong, cause she the one that told me the shit.
yeah.
She was messaging me like, "Hey, this Mog is tripping," and
Hey,
I'm
hey,
like,
but
"What?"
Julius, that's the problem. That's why I say that they Eberflus didn't hire Kingsbury because he was afraid Kingsbury was going to take his job. It was an ego thing because there's no reason. I don't care what nobody say. There was no reason for them to go out there and go with freaking Waldron, knowing what we know about Waldron over Kingsbury. There was no. That's why Kingsbury every time when they asked him about that job, he's sour about it because of what he actually wanted the job. He actually believed he had a chance of getting a job.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
they
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
blue balled him and went with Waldron.
We had to talk about that
Personally,
offline.
that's
We
why
had to
I
talk
don't
about
get. That's why I don't get this hype with Ben Johnson. Because if you know what I know, I don't like, bro. Like Dan Campbell had to rein that man in a lot too,
that a
because
lot.
he gets wild with play calling too. So like, I mean, I guess.
That's what
I
I'm
think Ben
saying. That's what
Johnson.
I'm saying. Like,
I don't. Oh my bad.
no, I'm just saying. I get it. We talk about this. Me and Lisa talked about this a lot. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, and we talked about it in the group chat. Like, don't get me wrong, Ben. He definitely has innovative offense,
Yes.
but he
Yes.
also gets beside himself.
Yes, he does.
And Dan
A
Campbell's
lot.
had to reel him in a lot of times. It
That's a
ain't
fair
just,
criticism.
you know what I'm saying. So if and here's the thing, like this is what I'm afraid is gonna happen. I told y'all this. If his offense does not do what it did in Detroit after the first, let's say, 10 games, you already know what's gonna happen around
But my thing is, you can't expect it to be like it was in
Can't,
Detroit because for one,
can't.
that offense played together for several years. Like once it
here. I know that.
really took off, that team had been together for a couple years.
This. I know it. We know this. Us three,
Like
other people in
Yeah,
the chat, we know this. I'm talking about the 99% fan base that don't include us.
yeah. Let's say, for example, Julius, if they running the ball and they trying to establish a run game, and let's say, for an example, if we average 4 yards a carry per run when we running the ball, and let's say Caleb, his passing numbers dip down from anywhere to like 200 yards or 190.
Mm-hmm.
I don't freaking care because I understand the process of trying to like
it's a
freaking
new
tone down on
offense.
the run
It's
game
it's
so
a
that,
new
like
offense.
we've seen with Joe with Herbert, to open
Hmm.
up the pass game a lot more. I don't have a problem with that, but a lot of other fans ain't going. They're not gonna be happy with it.
I'm telling y'all this right now. Y'all can bookmark it. I don't care. If the off let even if we winning games, right? If the offense ain't putting up 30 points a game and Caleb is not on pace to get 4,000 yards, you're gonna see a lot of fans complaining. I
I
guarantee that.
won't be.
I
I
don't know
won't
why.
be if
What's
we
today's
win in
date?
football
January
games,
27th. January 27th, 2025. Mark it
bro.
down. I'm telling y'all this right now. And guess what? When it happens, I'm gonna bring this video. I'm gonna make a clip of this. I'm like, I told y'all. Because again, it's what I said in the group chat. There are some fans, they don't care about winning. They care about stats. And
That's
guess what? We're gonna find out who really cares about the Bears winning
but they
games versus who wants to see Caleb get 4,000 yards. I'm sorry, yeah,
Hey,
4,000 passing yards and 30 touchdowns.
yeah
I care about the W's
they
in
care.
the column. Give me them
But
dubs, bro.
at the same time, it's a process. Of course, we
Hmm.
want at some period of time that record to be broken.
Yeah,
Of course,
absolutely.
we want that,
I
but it's a
mean,
process. It's a
I
It'd
step.
be
mean,
nice. It'd
I
We
be
got
nice.
to try to
guess.
establish a run game
I mean,
because if we don't got a run game, we cook.
I feel like I guess, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it if it doesn't happen either. Like if we're
I never
winning
would.
football games and nobody breaks that record, I'm really not gonna care about that record.
If
I'm
we
just
win a
gonna
couple
keep
Super
that a buck.
Bowls and he
Think
never breaks 4,000 yards, I don't give a damn what.
Exactly. Like I am
uh,
not gonna care.
I think it's gonna come a point. Like I said, we might not care about it right now, but it's gonna come a point in time, and when that record possibly get broken, and like we not gonna
I
care
mean,
about it. But at the same point in time, like I'm
I'll be
I'm
happy
I'm
so they
more
can stop
focused on
talking
the
about it.
process right now.
I'll be happy so they can stop talking about it. Because I get tired of
exactly.
hearing it.
Agreed.
Like,
I keep
but
tired of hearing it. I keep tired of seeing it. I don't really care.
I
Like,
just don't care either. Like, if we're winning games and this man never throws for 4,000 yards in his life, I'm not gonna complain because if we're winning Super Bowls, that's all I care about at the end of the day. I mean, the
yep.
rest of it is useless to me. I'm sorry, it just is.
Joe Burrow put up a ridiculous season. They had sitting at home.
Exactly.
So,
Like, bro, he didn't even make the playoffs, and he put up what 4,500 yards or something crazy.
Now we not asking
49.
for all of that. We not asking
49.
49.
for 45. We just we
That
just
man numbers
we
was
just trying to
ridiculous.
win
They
and
were ridiculous.
not asking for all of that now.
And they still sitting their ass at home.
Exactly, bro. Like Jalen,
Mark Chase, triple
you
crown
know the Eagles
at
this
home.
season. are undefeated when Jalen Hurts throws 155 yards or less in a game?
I wonder why that is. Oh no, don't worry. It's
I
because
mean,
that
that's not a
Saquon
problem.
Barkley guy.
No, if it's working like
155
that, keep
yards
running the
or
ball.
less, the Eagles are undefeated.
If it's working,
It's
keep
the
running the ball. Sure, I don't have a problem with that.
exact. That's my point, though. That's what I'm saying. And Jalen Hurts is in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
This man, I think his season average was like 180 yards,
I do not
maybe
have
even
a
less than
problem
that.
if we're in a
I think
playoff
less than
game
that.
and we win the game based off running the
But
football.
he's winning football games,
I don't
and
have a
they're
problem.
running the football.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't
Yeah.
either. That's what I'm saying. Like, I,
It
bro,
because
like,
it matters about the game plan, the way the game is flowing. That's what it matters. So
That's
if
what I'm
the
like
game
saying.
presents to you that you averaging 10 yards a pop running the ball, you should keep running the ball.
exactly.
Also, you should also try to tailor it into the pass game to where you're not running the ball a lot and trying to kill your running backs.
Right,
You know
no.
what I'm saying?
But the Eagles have a right mix. I'm just saying though, like
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts ain't throwing for a ton of yardage and they've won games. They're undefeated when he does it.
And when he does have to, I believe when he play the Chiefs, I think he's gonna play good.
Exactly.
So
So do
look,
I. So do I.
I'm gonna
Because
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
he did
Look,
last time.
look at Justin Herbert's career stats. Look at his rating. He never got above 100 until when?
This year. And he threw for less
He got
yardage
no run
Look
and
how
game.
many
less
He
interceptions
got
he
no
touchdowns.
threw.
run game.
Look how
He got
many.
Three.
no run game.
His
Three.
numbers are way down as far as TDs. Well, as far as interceptions, but his rating,
And
he had
then
an
in
efficient
last
season,
season,
man.
in 2023, he missed some of the season.
Yeah.
Because he had that
The
hand
hand,
injury or
hand.
whatever.
Yep.
But remember, I said that. Remember when
Yep.
they hired. Remember me, at least they said it. When they hired Jim Harbaugh, them numbers was going away. But
Yep.
he was gonna be more efficient.
Yep.
He's gonna be more efficient, but his numbers weren't gonna be as gaudy as they have been. And guess what? They did, and they still made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
again, are y'all? The question I want to ask y'all is, Bears fans, are y'all ready for that? Because that's what's gonna happen this first season.
I'm okay
Got
with it.
to.
I don't have
I'm
no.
okay with it.
How many of y'all really happy? How many of y'all really okay with it?
We
Or
don't
you
have a
just
run
say
game
it
right
because
now.
you know what I'm saying? You're right.
Because
We don't have a run game, but what if they bring in a guy to? Well, we don't even know what Swift and Rojo could look like because we know they were used wrong. Like just
right, and the offensive line wasn't great.
I'm not gonna
right,
lie, but Roshan keep getting them darn concussions though. Like
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they using him wrong too. They yeah.
they are, but
We gonna
God,
talk. We'll talk about that more. Like because that's they ain't even use him, man. They ain't even use him. And we saw what they did Khalil Herbert. So it is what it is.
yeah, they shouldn't trade.
Yeah.
But
They
anyways,
shouldn't have
y'all.
traded him.
Great show, man. We appreciate all y'all that tuned in, man. Thank y'all for those that were commenting. Um, we'll see next week what happens.
Watch the Shrine Bowl and the
Iron
Senior
Bowl,
Bowl
and we'll talk about we'll preview the Super Bowl. Elise and Jay can talk about the Shrine Bowl because Shrine Bowl.
and
And
Senior Bowl.
if you're not following them both on X, Twitter, follow them because they both been doing they're
I
doing their
got to put
scouting
out more
reports and stuff.
scouting reports. I got to put
So
one out today.
they got a bunch of people that you probably ain't never heard of, but you need to hear about. Yeah, and Bears fan, let's get out this ass and Genty train, man. Like,
Yeah, please.
Please, God,
Please.
let that go.
give me
Let
give
that
me
go.
Junkins, please.
Yeah, like let him
Right,
go, man.
this a really deep running back class. Like you do not
He is
need one
not
in
the
the
only
first
running
round.
back in there.
Right, you do not need one first round. This is a deep running back
Yeah.
class.
He's
I
not the only
promise.
one. He's
He
not.
is
The
not.
other guys just as good as him. He just got the numbers.
This isn't that good
Not
of
lying.
a tackle/guard class, but this is a good running back class. So
Yeah.
I promise, if you don't get Genty, there's plenty of other good options in the draft. I
And to
promise.
me, he gotta go to the right situation too.
Yep.
Tell you what, Amari and Hampton will look nice in a Bears
Oh,
jersey.
yes, he would. Yes, he would. My God. Or that dude from Texas Tech whose name I'm forgetting. He's nice. I like him.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah,
him a lot.
Hampton's good, man. Hampton's a good. Yeah.
Hampton's a dog. Caleb Johnson from Iowa, I like too.
Yep. He a dog. He a
He a
dog.
dog.
I like the Kansas running back though. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Neil, yeah, forget
yeah.
his name.
I know
Yeah,
who you're talking about. Oh, I'm
I,
forgetting his name. I know
yeah.
who you're talking about though.
He
Klein?
destroyed Colorado. They
Keanu
couldn't
Isn't
Neal,
it
stop that
Klein?
man at all.
Keanu
Period.
Yeah.
Neal. Oh,
Yeah.
Neil.
Oh,
Neil.
Neil.
That's what it
Yep.
is. Neil. Yeah, he's nice. I like the dude from UCF, RJ Harvey. I think it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A lot of
Harvey.
good running
He's
backs, man.
nice.
But
There's a lot. There's a good running back class.
we'll talk about it. So
Yeah.
of course, everybody's gonna mock Genty right now because they put another running back.
That
They,
and he's the name everyone knows. But I'm
mhm,
telling you, look at this running back class. It's deep. There's.
yeah.
I even like the dude from South Carolina who's coming out this year. He's nice.
Mhm. So yeah, so as we get closer, yep, as y'all gonna see, they're gonna start doing the mocks, and then we'll go from there. I mean, not the mocks, but they'll start having you follow people that you should be looking at too. But as always, man, we appreciate y'all again. Thank y'all for the support, man, and we'll see y'all next week. And again, have a great week, man. Stay safe. Enjoy this warm up that we about to get because it
Man,
is blistering cold around these parts. So
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
thank
warmed up a
goodness.
lot.
Man,
Yes, thank God.
Thank
So
you, Lord.
y'all have a good one, man. Talk to y'all soon.
y'all have a good one.
Peace.